All right, you're back with Arthur Moti. As you can see, I already got my Mother's Day gift for the wife already going, and God has allowed me to bless her with an early gift for Mother's Day. And I want to speak of a great gift that God has allowed me to share this moment with you. I was able to just have a long fellowship with Uncle D today. It was a great fellowship this morning. And like I said, it just ended. We started right at 6 a.m. this morning and just finished up here at 1:30. So I love that fellowship because when you fellowship from the heart and you do it for God, time just flows, it just goes by. But I wanted to be able to share with you, my YouTubers, and I want to show, hope you guys enjoyed the video as I also, we went on fellowship and I kind of went and did a little shopping. This is where I was able to get to start some of the Mother's Day gift. And I love the embracement that I've got from the supermarket employees that embrace me, those that I know. And it's just I'm just still uplifted right now, just lifted in the faith right now because that fellowship I had with Uncle D has just been an uplifting one because I was able to just tell about my spiritual journey with God in more details. So just being able to recapture it, to re-talk about it, and go into detail to just see how blessed that I am. I'm just truly thankful that it still brings tears to my eyes because that I'm just so blessed that God allowed to use me to be his vessel to do his will. It's such an honor. I'm truly blessed. And I give God full credit as well as I thank him. It's just being able to not just reach myself, but to reach others through his will, what he's done for me, and to share my journey. I want others to also sit down with me and to talk and just to hear about my spiritual journey with God because that's what God wants me to do. He wants the world to know that he is a living God of today. So this is the reason why I go as hard as I do for God because I mean when you look at the situation from the outside and God kept me protected and covered on the inside that I wouldn't look at my outside situation so critical that bad that you hear other people saying, when I'm telling them how bad the situation was, is scary. See, not only that I was able to just lose sight, it was about, what was behind it and everything. And it took God to cover me, just like I was explaining to Uncle D. It was God that first most and told me that I was caught up in a spiritual warfare. It wasn't that he says, "Oh, you suffered a stroke." Did you catch that? Let me take you back for a moment and let you think what I'm saying here. Okay, look at the flowers and just take it in as what I'm telling, what I'm showing you. You see this, right? Let's not take away from that, but I want you guys to know. Again, like I said, this is my early Mother's Day gift for my wife. Well, I'll give it to her today, and God has allowed me to be able to give. So I want to go ahead and present this with her and just let her know that. But let me get back to my point that I was making. I want you guys to know the seriousness of this, that it truly was God that, like he said, when he spoke to me, he said, "You got caught up in a spiritual warfare." And I'm thinking, uh, what warfare? I didn't know I was, I didn't even know that I was caught up in a spiritual warfare. But see, that's how serious it is. There is a war that's happening around us, and not the war that you guys are seeing over in the Middle East. That's not happening over in Israel. There's a war that's been going on from generations to generation, and I'm just blessed to be able to be on the right side of God, that God carried me through that attack. This is why you see that I had no side effects from a person that suffered a massive stroke and strokes behind it. And not only that, even when I got a recent attack, when you guys remember back in January when I had that seizure, that too was a spiritual attack from the enemy. And God protected me from that as well because God keeps his promises, he keeps his word. And God said to me that no harm will never come to me, especially not by from man or the enemy. So God said, no harm would ever come to you, and he has kept his word. So When you have heard the voice of God and to feel his massive presence, let me tell you, you'll be changing your tune too, and you'll be quicker to want to talk about God. And that's why another reason why I'm not so mad at or even have any hard feeling toward some of these churches that have not embraced me. It is funny that I've seen like I got more embrace from a supermarket rather than an actual church. So, but that's not the purpose. I want people to focus. I want people to focus on how powerful God is. Because if you look at God, what God has done for me, that I'm able to not only just live to tell about, but to continue to live for Him. That is a blessing. And I gotta say, there's no reward greater than God's reward. Man cannot outdo God. Man cannot throw its riches or wealth on me because God's wealth is far greater than man. So you've heard it from Moti. Like I said, right now, I'm just finished up my long fellowship with Uncle D. It was just such a blessing. And us, I appreciate Uncle D traveling with me, and he's seeing how man treats me. He's seeing the ups and downs, and he's watching it, and he's seeing that how I'm still staying faithful to God. And I love it. Even when I face some of the naysayers, it doesn't discourage me from God. If anything, that keeps me even more encouraged to God, because the experience that I've received and I had with God, I got to tell you, it's an experience that like I've said many times before my videos, I would relive, I would do over the exact same way to stay drawn close to God, because God is his power is so great that it's hard for me to even think about. I can't deny it. I cannot deny the experience and power that God let me witness. So, like I've said before, only a foolish person would go back to thinking the way they think when God has done what He has done for me. So if you heard it from OT, God bless. This is it's just such a blessing. I'm glad that I'm able to do God's will. I'm glad that He allows me to share moments with you. Keep subscribing, keep liking, stay in tune. Okay, this is the month, y'all. I've got more work to do for God that I want to do for God that I've been doing. This is why I go and I get excited. I get excited serving God. I get pleasure doing God's will and work. That's how powerful God is. And I'm so truly blessed for this relationship. And also now to the mothers, I know this is early. I know Mother's Day is coming up, but I want to go ahead and give you appreciation to all those mothers out there. God bless you. Again, happy Mother's Day. I know it's early. This is only just May 1st, but you know what? Let's start this new month off. Let's just keep going for God. And as I've said in my previous video, I'm telling you, when I come to a city near you, let's do it. I want you guys to embrace the miracle next door. And like I said, I want to add to that. I want to do seminars. I want to sit down with people. I want to fellowship. The fellowship with God is so simple. It's easy. There's no red tape. There's no hiccup. It's just all love and peace, because that's what God's all about. And let's definitely do it. I want to do a walk for God, because guess what? There's nothing greater than that. Let's walk for God. For those that have health issues, if you suffer something, or you suffer from a pain, you suffer from a bad relationship, join me. Let's do a walk for God. You've heard it from Moti. Let's do that. Let's do a walk for God. Let's go stronger for God. Again, let's do it. When I come to your town, you guys pick up the book, purchase it, I'll autograph it. Like I said, you're going to be coming with a package deal. Not with just a book. You're going to be getting a package deal, because God has a massive presence. It's all about giving our life to Christ. And it does not have to be just church mount. God is all about a positive spiritual relationship. And I cannot wait to share my journey, because I can't wait to share with people of today to know how simple yet how powerful having a relationship with God. You heard from Moti. Stay lifted in the faith. Let's stay stronger for God. Let's go stronger for God. And again, thank you to my YouTubers. Keep growing this channel. You know what? Let's like and subscribe. Let's get even bigger, and then embrace the book, embrace the fellowship, because you know what? God embraces us. Stay lifted in the faith. And once again, happy Mother's Day here 2024 for all my mothers. God bless. Stay lifted in the faith. Lift up the children, because God lifts you up. You've heard from OT.